Goodbye, timer. And... oh, this is going to be a shocker for anyone that didn't see anything yesterday. Bring up the EU4. Because we got some good times ahead of us, and by good times I mean what in the world are we going to do? We are Perm, we are fresh out of bankruptcy, but we are not subject to Muscovy. And we have a whole wide world of Pelm to become ours. I should be hitting that colonist button, or colonize button soon, I'm thinking. But it would cost money and put me in quite a bit of danger for what I want to do right about now. Who turned on the cheats for Muscovy? Says Saklim. That situation is truly worth of DDR, Jake. We'll get a bit of a rundown, since I appreciate there'll be people here that didn't see the starting one. That said, there's not many people in today, which is a refreshing change, since yesterday was a bit hectic, as Umbrella's Greg would say. Well done if you got that one. So, ignoring this monstrosity for a bit, looks like Desmond are doing fine and well over in Ireland. France destroying Castile, as is Aragon. No luck for Aragon, though. They ended up under the Union of Castile. We'll see if it remains that way. I'm not sure if Castile will be able to reign in Aragon and Naples at that rate. Lucky guys, they must have just been within the limits of getting that, even forced to release Galicia, so bad luck for them. Lubeck taking great advantage of their Merchant Republic powers, keeping their little OPMs as a defensive barrier against those that would fight them. I find it kind of fun playing as Merchant Republics. I did so through quite a bit of the testing. Ottomans doing what they do best, and that is Mamluks. Kind of clown vomit over here, though. Here, there, and everywhere we got nations cropping up around Armenia. And of course, Armenia themselves, Coptic, as the day they were born. And Ak Kayunlu trying their best to do their historical route. But enough fluffing around there, let's have a look at Muscovy. So what happened here? We were Perm, subject of Muscovy, and Muscovy decided to slap Novgorod. Then slap Lithuania, who did not get under the Union of Poland, who in turn got smacked down by the Teutonic Order and lost a bit of land. And Muscovy just went on a slapping spree of everything around them. Except for good old Perm, but they did decide to diplomatically annex me. I had to develop to stay away from that, but even then it came too close and I had to declare war for my life. And I lost 4 provinces but gained my independence because of a bug. But I didn't plan that out, no siree. So we have 1 capital. It's making us fairly good money, I gotta say, even though it is Arctic. Damn, it was expensive to get that development going. But now we're in a situation, we're making alright money, to the point where I'm tempted to get ourselves an advisor, and I think I might want to go for an admin guy. Do we still have that we've still got that inflation. Might be good to go for you, but I think the prestige is even better at this point, since our prestige is hurting. It is hurting bad. And it's going to hurt considerably more for those uncontested cores I'm going to be sitting on for a while, so I'm thinking I will want to grab you. But what I also want to grab is Kazan and all their lands. Well, maybe not all of them, but Muscovy is going to have to bleed for me. See, a weakened Muscovy only works to my advantage, almost. So I think we're going to go to war, call them in, and I'm going to get my core back. And it's against 4 hordes. Looking at them, Timurids, Tech 5, Tech 5, Tech 4. You're not allied to them, so let's not be foolish there. It's Uzbek I should be worrying about there. But Muscovy and I are at glorious Tech 7, so we'll be A-okay. Jake, your colony will cost too much for an advisor, yes, but I don't think I'm going to be setting up a colony just yet. Yet being the operative word there. I think I'll want to grab that admin tech pretty soon, but not quite yet. Let's just jump right into... Actually, could I threaten war over that? Haha, heavens no. I was tempted to wait it out and see if the Timurids would not join in. And it still might be a good idea to wait on that. But if Muscovy go to another war, I'm just going to lose out on that front. And I'm fairly confident Muscovy can win out here. It's not like I'm looking to destroy all of these guys. I just want to get what is rightfully mine. So Muscovy, let's do this. This could be dangerous. But danger is the name of the game. So there we go. And Crimea, Uzbek, and wait, what? Jing's Timurids were busy. They grabbed a fair few vassals, didn't they? Probably should have checked that ahead of time. Georgia, Multan, and Ardalan. Well, they started with Multan. I don't think Georgia is going to be a terribly big threat, although they do have Tech 6, which means they're not quite as worthless as all those others. And I wanted my king dead a while ago. Not sure if I want him dead on the battlefield, so I might just hide behind whatever Muscovy can muster. Oh well. Worst case scenario, Muscovy loses and gets weakened, Jake. This is true, but me losing my core would also be pretty bad. Heck, I could just surrender all of Muscovy's lands, but I think they would need to be occupado first. So, thinking what I want to do is run away from my province here. I'm on two minds about that, because if I jump in and lose all my men, that's going to be quite a horrible loss for me. This is quite exciting, though. Quite exciting. In before Muscovy huddles inside their own territory, leaves Jake to fight the hordes on his own. Well, in terms of numbers, you'll be forgiven for thinking that we are terribly outmatched, but a lot of those are Timurid. Oh my, I need Diplopower. I love money, but it's difficult, but I think we're gonna need that Diplopower. 70 ducats is a lot of ducats. It's a lot of ducats. For little Perm here, who makes 0.5 per month. Nah, let's stay on track. I need that Diplo. So, I reckon we've got a lot of power here. I reckon we have a ton of power, but Muscovy, why do you insist on doing nothing here? I should probably have a good look at their manpower, since that's going to be important for this. Oh, they've got a chunk of it. Not a whole lot, but a chunk. I find this rather strange, though. They would rather run away from the Kazani. There we go, that's what we're looking for. I will jump in and give you all the moral support you need in this battle. But I'm not going to commit a single soldier to it. Looking at this, yeah, I don't think I'll even be involved in this fight, I mean really. But I'll be there cheering from the back row. Now, hordes fight worse in any territory that is not plains, so I got that going for me. And just by that, I'm able to get my reasonable amount of war participation, even though I'm not really doing that much. So, what do? Sieging down Kazan might seem like a good idea. I kind of want to go off and do things, but it comes in two flavors. Because if I go in too deep, then, well, I'm going to get ravaged by the hordes, and I don't want that. What I want is to be safely near my good long-term friend Muscovy. I also need to make sure I get that core, or else it's all gonna go Pete Tong. I also need to make sure that I get plenty. Yeah, I figured I'd need a roundabout way. Need to get plenty of war participation. Don't think we're going to be too threatened down here, and if I could just sit on a fort around here, I'd get a lot going. But maybe what I really need to do is something a little cheeky. Because if I occupy provinces, then I am going to get a little touch of income from them. Just a touch. A wee sprinkle. Our friend is on the rampage here. Can't forget that Crimea is involved, though. Crimea have access through... No, I don't think they'll have access through Lithuania. That's kind of interesting. If Muscovy go for Perm, that's bad news for me. And it looks like Kazan is actually interested in fighting me mano a mano here. Whilst I don't have the backup. That's a shame. That's not what I was looking for. Oh, jinx. Just as well I checked this ahead of time. They actually gonna come and fight me here? Haha. What a nasty piece of work. Muscovy decided they don't want to back me anymore. I should probably spend all those monarch points that I'm sitting on something. And even though it's ludicrously expensive, it seems a bit too much, doesn't it? I'd love to take a military idea, mind you. But I think the need for an admin idea outweighs that. Then again, I could get a lot of good ideas here, and I would love, well, all of them really. I want it all. Military drill might be the way to go, but then I don't have much of an army for quantity. But I really want religious. Don't know, I want everything. Not a big fan of quality, and I'm too small for quantity to really make a difference here. So I should probably just go for having the better army that I can. Get that morale up and on the go. Naval is too tempting. Not quite. I think I should go for those defensive ideas. I can see no better use for... Well, I can grab 3 ideas off the bat as well. And getting that morale is pretty important, I think. Morale is king. Also getting that cavalry cost. Always good, right? Let's put those Crimeans where they belong, which is firmly underfoot. Shame about the whole Kazan thing. This could be dangerous. Hell, everything could be dangerous here. I am fighting an enormous enemy. But I believe in my good friend. Maybe I should get that general. I got 3 stability, but maintenance is nice, but now let's get that general. Perhaps our estate would be kind enough to supply us with one. Yeah, I already called a diet. I'm not going to be able to grab one of these since they don't have the influence. Oh well, you can't win them all. Sometimes you can't win any. Let's try our best. He's fast, at least. Well, all things relative. Again, strikes me as a good idea to jump in with my good buddy Muscovy. That said, though, I should not be jumping into situations where I can't possibly win. I just need to make sure that I don't have a laughably low war participation. But I also need to make sure that it's not my troops that are getting thumped here. Muscovy and I can bring down anything that opposes us. Jake, look at the trade good map. See where good occupation money is. Well, occupation money is going to be good on copper and on gold. And I know where the gold is. Where am I even looking here? Trade goods. Not seeing much in the way of copper, mind. We got here, which is good old perm, and the gold. Everyone loves the gold. Iron is also lovely. But with all the numbers here, we might have to chip away at them a little bit before we start thinking in those terms. Well, nah, let's hang around, grab this beautiful grain province. Yeah. I'm quite interested in Muscovy taking down Kazan. But I reckon there's going to be a lot of close combat fighting here for a while. I will reward Muscovy richly, but I am having my core back. And at least my armies are now fairly competent. Defensive ideas and 2 tech advantages, they go a long way. Losing loads of money, actually, well, it's not loads of money, but I'm no longer getting those subsidies from my good friend Muscovy, which is not good news for me. I need to slap my units down onto Perm in order to get that, well, I want Perm, but I also want Bashgrid. It has greed in the name, so it clearly is meant to be mine. I'll just ditch one little guy here, and the rest of us can go onwards to Perm and get it sieged up. Or sieged down, however you want to look at it. And I'll get nice ticking war, not ticking war score, but ticking war participation from this ongoing siege. And I think I'll keep everyone there because we'll fight considerably better in a woodland. I want to get that, but it's not worth the detour. Not at the moment. So like I say, I'm very confident in Muscovy's fighting prowess here. They're going to get loads of war participation, so they're going to be a bit miffed when I take loads of stuff for myself and nothing for themselves. But the wonderful thing about this is that Muscovy and I have very high trust. We started with it, so I can be reasonably confident in what I'm doing here. Reasonably. And also, during all this, Muscovy weakens themselves. And that is a long-term goal. Jake, are there any Kazani enemies you could butter up? There's Lithuania who There's only one bit of Lithuania that should really be getting buttered up. And there are also Nogai who I don't think are going to be doing us many favors here. Go figure, they'd grab these provinces back. But looking at it, no, actually I'm not really making much extra dosh from this. The spoils of war are keeping us alive, but I'm looting a province that I plan on making mine anyway, which is a little tragic. I just hope we bring it down enough, because grabbing forts is important in all of this. It's a shame that Muscovy is going to be getting so much war participation. I might just have to give Muscovy tons of land. But you know me, I love to feed my boss. Get the feeling I should probably get started on that colony. No, that's a terrible idea. Cancel. Abandon ship on that idea. I don't like how he's going far away from me either. And the Timurids are only at war with me. Not the Uzbeks though. The Uzbeks will have themselves busy with the Oirat. If I can get them sued out of all this, that would be nice. But if we push further, I've got to remember that I can separate peace without any cost to my trust with Muscovy. So if I get the opportunity to utterly slay the Uzbeks, I should take it. Just depends how well the Muscovites fight back here. They're probably already tapped on manpower. Checking them out, not looking so hot, and I wouldn't be surprised if they have a loan or two. But the thing is, we are superior. We are very superior to our enemies. Could get even more superior, wouldn't that be nice? With 137 ducats, can't you even afford a colony for 11 years? That's not what I'm thinking about. What I'm thinking about is the border with Uzbek that it would give me. So Uzbek would go tra-la-la, burn, and then raise. And I wouldn't want that, because it's kind of important that I have that province there. It's also very important that my good friend keeps fighting in my name. I doubt he's going to transfer much occupation to me, but I'm really only interested in this. I want to block my good friend Muscovy off from any expansion into Siberia. Hopefully he doesn't get agitated about that. He probably will, because he's Muscovy. But a man can dream. So Kazan already looking at low enthusiasm. Unfortunately his allies are not. But that's just a problem we're going to have to deal with in due time. I'm very excited. Jake, is that Muscovite stack 5 what's that? 5 cavalry, 3 cannons. Good heavens. He's using some interesting composition here. The funny thing is, even though he's going to take a tactics penalty on that, it's probably a very good composition. It's heavy on the extremely powerful cavalry. And it is, in particular in multiplayer, a strategy to use where you focus heavily on the cavalry just to get in that first shock phase to destroy your enemy. So I'm interested in how you fight there, Muscovy. You lay the hell off of my gold province, though. My gold province. My war participation is slipping away here, like nobody's business. And I should be very afraid of horde units popping out of nowhere here, and I am very afraid of that. But I'm just going to grab a few, because I want those provinces. Not in the peace deal, I just want to occupy them at the time, for the time being. But it's also quite important to me that I uncover this land. So now that I've got Bashgrid, we're not going to make much money off it. Hell, it looks like we're going to make no money off of it. High autonomy coupled with, oh yeah, occupation, intolerance, under siege, looted, wargs. I'm not getting any gold out of this, at least not right now. So the Golden Horde have gone for Kazan. All the alliances have been dishonored, because frankly we have destroyed them, which means Uzbek is going to have to go down. Looks like Uzbek is having a bit of trouble. I like that. I like that quite a lot. Phew. I'm still waiting for Muscovy to colonize Jake. I'm keeping a close eye on things here. They're a ways away from getting a colonist. Timurids I'd be very happy to just separate peace out. White peace I'd go for, but we're a ways away from that. Crimea I could not care less about. They might even make a good vassal, but that's going to be troublesome. And then some. That's right, don't have to spend war score to get rid of that alliance. That's definitely what I was going for. What I would love to do is get another advisor, but the monetary situation is not very forgiving on that front. I'd also love to switch to pure Tengri, but doing so might make Muscovy really want to consume me, because we get a nice bonus for being same religion, apparently, because we are syncretic with the Orthodox, plus I want that global settler increase, but I am going to want that missionary strength. Are those Crimean rebels in Lithuania? Yes, indeed. We're going to see quite a bit of Crimea back. Maybe it would be a good idea to secure that white peace. But it's not coming. And I am suffering in terms of war participation here, so it means even if I take a province for me and a province for him, he's going to be like, what the hell is this? Give me more, give me more. And if I do that, he's going to be severely miffed. But still, I'm all about feeding my end bosses in this game. Golden Horde has jumped Kazan, Jake. They might have a comeback. I love the Golden Horde, but I don't think they're going to make... Well, actually, they own Astrakhan, which is a pretty great province. Man, it's hard exploring all this stuff. But at least it's a great opportunity to go and explore a chunk of this without actually having an explorer. I need to find their capital. Oh wait, no, I know where their capital is. What nonsense am I spouting again? But how are the Uzbeks doing in terms of an army? 11,000 and 3,000. What I'm reading into here is that they're not someone I want to run into. I can't worry about everything though. I still want to destroy the Uzbeks in this war. Jake, ally the Golden Horde. No, that would get me killed. If not now, then later. Now there are interesting provinces in Uzbek that I should be invested in taking. Although they are Sunni, which is utterly disgusting. I think they're all Sunni by now. There's been plenty of time for them to convert it. Wonder if I can get them back. Back to the old ways. I'd have to wait 10 years to even have a chance to convert them. But that's a chance I'd like to take. Oh, that is too dangerous, sending my units out like that. I should make a move for their capital. Oh, they've got no capital to worry about. Well, that being the case, let's just kill and keep moving. I'm not interested in taking a huge swath of Kazan because it's going to be difficult for me. I wonder if there's anyone around here who likes me enough that they would actually send me some maps. Okay, this is wonderful. Timurids are now on medium enthusiasm. It's pretty close to getting them out, which will massively boost our war score. Because whether you want to believe it or not, I'm not that interested in beating up the Timurids in all of this. Jake, here's what you do. You surrender now and just give away tons of Muscovite lands. An interesting proposal, but not one that we're going to go for. Okay, this isn't so good for me. Okay, that is good for me. Damn, Muscovy, you are on point. I'm glad we have such a rock-solid alliance. Not liking how I have to pay for this fort, though. Wait, you do pay for it, right? Well, damn. Maybe because it's an AI fort on the border, it has no cost, which is an interesting thing. Now, unfortunately, I don't control the capital, so I can't make demands on it. But I can go and control it now, maybe. They have no army to speak of. Oh, hello, army to speak of. Those shock phases are gonna hurt me. But we are the mighty Permian army. Oh, thanks, Muscovy. Chap, Muscovy is so good. Always good to me. excellent way to uncover these provinces, though. But I am sorely tempted to take these. I mean, here, for example, in Siberia, I don't have to worry about something getting in my way for conversion here, but it's still going to be tricky to convert it. Let's see, we got 9, 6, and 3 development. That's... it's never easy, is it? Tempted to destroy them, but I'd never make it in time. What I should do is just go exploring like Calvin and Hobbes. And I should see about getting those Timmy scum out of this war. Not so keen on getting out anymore, but we're building up one hell of a war score, thanks to my 13% of blood, sweat and tears. Apparently I'm wanting out of this war as well, doesn't overly surprise me. Look, I'm contributing a lot to this siege. Jake, you missed a province north of Yugan. Okay, well, once we smack a few more people out of this war, or rather smack some people out full stop, we'll be able to start worrying about exploring through this land. Especially if there are no Uzbeks to speak of. Maybe I should be ditching a couple of guys here and there, just to get these provinces under my control. You can go up there and explore. Because I have grand plans for this war. Trust me on that one. Or don't. Most people that trusted me came to regret their decision. Excuse me. Okay, Theologian. Unrest. Not what I'm looking for there. I'm looking, however, to grab some provinces. Could go exploring a bit more here, but I'm not sure to what extent that's worthwhile. It's free exploration, so I should be taking advantage of it. Thinking about it, I could have made Uzbek a co-belligerent, and it would have made things a lot easier for myself in that regard, but I didn't, and there's no point regretting it, because there was no way for me to know who their allies were, and they could have been very dangerous folk. Crimea, yes, son of a gun. Crimea has the advantage here. But only slightly. Okay, this is troublesome as well. Timmy and Uzbek coming in, and they mean business. I could be making my separate piece on Uzbek quite soon, actually. But I want to know about this province, and I have until this... well, I got a couple of months, and this province is not going to fall in a couple of months. A little concerned about this battle, though, because they just need some good shock rolls on me, and I am toast. That is not a good shock roll. That's a good shock roll, though. Well, it's fun knowing you, but I'm out of here. Just, you know, getting my war participation.